Welcome back guys to another video. Today we are looking at the TRX 3.0. This board keeps getting better and better. Today we're going to be testing out the 115mm rubber wheels and also the 150mm pneumatics. Now, as we always do, in full transparency, I've only done maybe a kilometer on this board so far on the rubber wheels. I have not tested out the pneumatics. We're going to do that today for the very first time. But so far, the upgrades they've put on this board tick a lot of boxes. The first massive upgrade are these motors. I'm so glad they've gone back to the hobby wings, but they've also gone up a size. They're now rocking the 6360 hobby wing motors. These are a high torque. They have really good heat dispersion, and these things are just reliable. When you think hobby wing, you think stability and reliability. Now the next big upgrade is to the cells, and I'm so glad they've done this. They've moved to the Muller cell, however you pronounce it, the P42As, with that really nice high discharge rate, and that again, that just famous reliability. These cells really perform, and I can tell you, it gives the board a lot more punch. Really glad they did that. Let's quickly talk about the 115mm rubber wheels. These things are a lot of fun. They almost feel like you're drifting a Subaru around the drift track an inch away from a wall. It's just a lot of fun, super carvy, super carvy. But they grip beautifully. Just when you think it's gonna let go, and in your brain you're going, oh no, this is gonna hurt. It just snaps back around and pulls you into a line. And also because they're rubber, and because they've got that really nice tread, let me show you quickly. That beautiful tread, they also perform really well on wet surfaces. Check out this track. We're going to come back here and we're going to do a top speed test there. We'll see what we can get up to. We won't do it now because there's a few cyclists. We'll come back this way. Now that's a 1200 meter loop. So we'll use the home straight and we'll see how we go. Now the trucks are very loose today. So we might not get top speed, but we'll try our best. The turning circle on this is amazing. Wowza. That is so tight. It's probably as tight as the Apache from Beast Board, but it feels more stable and more in control. And as far as braking, it's traditional hobby wing brakes. So not the strongest in the world, but they do the job. Now quickly carrying on talking about the 115mm rubber wheels, compared to cloud wheels, night and day. These things are so much quieter and a lot more comfortable. But there is the slight payoff for all that, and you do lose a little bit of range. But as far as corrugations, these legitimately feel so close to a quality pneumatic. And they are so much fun. The only place a pneumatic I think will outperform these is in off-road or on grass. The grass is pretty long today, but we'll give it a shot. Ooh. Okay, now those 6360 motors, that grass is higher than the board. And it's pushing me, oh, and it's wet. Okay, now the board is filthy. Those rubber wheels performed really nicely just then. I'm surprised, I thought I'd stop. All right guys, we've made our way back to this 1200 meter track, and we're gonna see how much top speed we can get. Now, as I've already mentioned, the trucks are a little bit loose, but we'll see what we can get up to. We can definitely get over 40, I know that for a fact. But let's see, we've got the GPS in the pocket as you can see on the screen. Now I'm just going to climb slowly. A little bit of a speed wobble there. It's definitely got more, but I'm just going to slow down now. Okay, this has definitely got more power, and I reckon we could definitely get really close to that 50 km/h advertised top speed. But for now, let's have a quick look at the app. Just coming back to my GoPro lying on the ground. Let's have a quick look at the app and see. Okay, so 42.8 that says. I reckon we'll easily crush 45 km/h. All right, well that is, I think, enough testing of the 150mm rubber wheels. Safe to say I absolutely love them. Now, let's put on the 6-inch now. Whoa, that was a fast change. Look at these wheels. All right, so now we've got the 155 or the 150 pneumatic tires on. And let me tell you, out of the box, these things fit really well, obviously. But they also have no balancing issues. Well, at least this set has no issues. They feel great. They have really nice grip. Sorry, it's super windy. Obviously the board is a little bit higher now, not having those 115 rubbers, but that extra clearance will really lend itself nicely to a proper off-road ride. Let's leave the track. Let's go get some real world tests on corrugations and footpaths. Yoo! These wheels feel fantastic. They have a really nice grip to them. They really inspire confidence on the board, and they're nowhere near as drifty as the 115, which is a good thing, but it can also be a negative if that's the kind of riding you want to do. But these are a real traditional pneumatic. Wow, it's windy. I hope this is off the microphone. I've got my my dead cat on, so it should be okay. Now let's talk about the board in general. Awesome cells. P42As, I think, are really arguably in the top sort of, 10% of cells you can use these days. The Hobbywing motors, 6360. It's a really interesting, really torquey motor. It performs really well, and it really does get you up to speed quite fast. And these new all-terrain tires they're using just look nice, they perform nice, and they don't have the balancing issues that a lot of people did unfortunately discover on the TRX too. And they are still really nimble. So my first major observation for these 150mm all-terrain pneumatic tires is they're actually more stable at high speed. Now I haven't adjusted my trucks at all, and I can get up to that 46, 47, and I even hit 48 before on the GPS, not on the remote, and I had no speed wobbles at all. Like even right now, we're sitting on probably close to 45, 46, and it's going great. almost back at the car. Let's do the SWOT analysis now, the TRX 3.0. And I can tell you it's going to be a pretty short list because they've made so many improvements, and all of my complaints I had from the previous two models, or my opportunities, they have 100% addressed. So strengths, the new Hobbywing motors, the 6360s, the new battery, the P42As, awesome cells, the new all-terrain wheels, the 155, the addition of the rubber wheels, the 115mm rubber wheels, just it's a carver's dream. They are so fun to ride. The deck obviously has that really nice tubbed concave to it, and the trucks are just traditionally fun. They haven't changed the trucks at all, and I'm glad they didn't because they work really well. Now let's talk about weaknesses. Well, they've addressed the battery, they've addressed the wheels, they've put on the free bash guard. There really are no weaknesses on this board. And considering it starts from, I think, $11.99 up to $14.99 for the 6-inch pneumatics, or the 155-inch pneumatics, there really isn't too much more that they could do. Now opportunities. The opportunities is a real strange one because TRX1 and TRX2 both had opportunities, and I'm struggling to find any opportunities and any weaknesses for the TRX 3.0. It just goes so well. Those new cells make it so punchy. The new all-terrain wheels and the rubber wheels make it so much fun to ride. There's no foot fatigue, nothing. It is a dream to ride. And officially, let's address threats. No ghost accelerations, no cutouts. The balancing issue they had on the 2.0 with some of their wheels gone. It's just a good board. And to close the video out, I'm going to tell you my preferred wheel. What do you think it is? Comment down below right now before I tell you. Okay, did you comment below? Here it is. My favorite wheel that they supply now with this board is the 115mm rubber. They are so much fun. They are so carvy. You never have to worry about getting a flat tire. Super smooth, and they can handle light off-road. For me, that ticks all the boxes. And that's the one I'll be putting back on this board to ride daily. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.